Hello, and welcome to CLR 450 Introduction to Data Management. I'm going to be your instructor this semester. My name is Linda Shostak, and I am the Senior Director of Data Management at INC Research. I also teach this class at UNCW as a part-time lecturer. I wanted to take a few minutes and give you an overview of the course so you'll know what to expect and how to navigate through it. The first thing that I want you to do is make sure that you understand how to use Blackboard. If you have not used Blackboard in the past, I recommend you go to the Blackboard orientation and make certain that you know how to navigate the system. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I might not be able to answer your questions, but I can direct you to the support group for students. Each of you should open up the syllabus, first thing that you do, and make sure that you understand what is required for the course. We in CLR use a very standard syllabus, so you'll probably notice a lot of consistency across your classes. A few things that I want you to be aware of for me is that office hours are by appointment. I am a part-time lecturer, and I'm based in Raleigh, not in Wilmington. I'm happy to work with you and arrange phone or WebEx sessions or work with you through email, but I'll need you to let me know what you're, when you need to talk to me. So a few things about CLR 450. First, this is a 4-hour course, and it is considered a lab-based course. You're going to have hands-on assignments in a electronic data capture database. So it's going to be, I think, a lot of fun, but it's going to be a little more work than a typical 3-hour class. So just be prepared for that. I'm going to let you read the learning outcomes on your own. Make sure that you go through and do this, but I wanted to point out that you will need to get a textbook. The textbook that we are using is A Practical Guide to Data Management by Suzanne Proshka. You need to get the 3rd edition. Do not get the 2nd edition. The 2nd edition does not contain any information on electronic data capture systems, so if you get that, you will not be able to follow in the course. The other thing I wanted to point out is very exciting. We are going to have an opportunity this semester to potentially work with 1 and possibly 2 EDC systems. The plan at this point is to pilot access to metadata Rave, and I'll talk with you further in the class about Rave, but it is the leading EDC system used in the industry. And when you work through Rave, you will graduate with certificates in Rave that you can take with you as you go out into the industry. We have in the past used the REDCap system. If we're not able to get Rave up in time, we're going to go back to REDCap. Also, if you are interested in learning REDCap, I'd be happy to work with you and see if we can get you a password and let you go in there and play around too. So more to follow on which system or systems we'll be using. I also want to make sure you're aware of the grading scale. Sometimes people think we're on a 10-point scale, and we're not. We're on a 7-point scale. And again, this should be pretty consistent for all your CLR courses. So I think really the rest of it I'll have you read through on your own, but I wanted to make sure you were aware of all of those finer points. The next document you need to make certain you open is the calendar of events. And this document is going to tell you what modules we are covering, the dates they start, and the dates they end. And these are typically going to be the day your assignments are due. The holidays that come in the middle of those modules, as well as a brief overview of what each module is going to cover, and if there is an assignment or a midterm or a final exam. So make sure that you are familiar with this. I recommend you even just print a copy off or post a copy somewhere where you can get to it easily. In our class, I will set up individual modules, and a typical module is going to look like this. You're going to need to go in and you're going to see an overview of what we're going to be covering in the module. Just a good place for you to take a quick look. Then you'll need to drop into the course content area and actually look at and complete each of the items in the module. So in general, you're going to find that for each module, I have both a PowerPoint lecture posted, for those of you that like to have the PowerPoints and move through them at your own pace. We might not get this one up in time. It's coming up a little bit slow, but you'll see there's a PowerPoint there. Some people have had trouble with PowerPoint in the past, and what I did is created a video for each PowerPoint. I will tell you, so here's the PowerPoint. You can take a quick look at that. I will tell you that my video quality is not great. You're going to see a lot of background noise and a little bit of crackling in there, but it's going to be easy for you to pull it up. They're on YouTube, and you can watch them using pretty much any equipment that you need to. You'll also see that there is a textbook assignment in every module, and then additional videos that I want for you to watch because they'll give you information about the industry, and readings as well. So you need to make sure that you watch the videos and do the readings, because I promise you I've got questions on the midterm and final exam from each of these, because I want to make sure you are following the material. Very important material. There will be some discussions, and those will be on our discussion board. I wanted to show you a few things. I keep a general discussion board for questions about the class. Feel free to post those there, and I'll check on those. You will also see a introduction. This is going to be your first kind of quasi-assignment. By the end of the first week, I want each of you to go in and post an introduction to the class about yourself. There's also going to be an assignment tab, and in that, in each module, I will ask you to go into the assignment tab and enter a record or submit your assignment through this. And this is very important because some of the assignments that we're going to be doing are going to be in RAVE, and the only way I can enter, or in the EDC system, whichever one we have, the only way I can give you a grade for those is if you go in and enter a notation that you completed the assignment. So make certain if I tell you to use the assignment link that you do so. A few other things that I wanted to tell you. Down here in resources, some information on your textbook. So make sure again that you are getting the 3rd edition. And I don't care if it's digital or online. I don't care if you share, but just make certain that you do the reading. We are also going to have a data management study file, and this is going to be a good concept for you to become familiar with. Every program is going to have a trial master file and a data management study file where you maintain essential documentation. And we're going to have our own little data management study file as we work our way through the course. I'll refer to that a lot, and we'll use it for assignments. So that is the data management study file. I think really that covers most of what we're going to be doing this semester. I very much look forward to working with you and am excited about the opportunity to introduce you to data management. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions.